Hello and welcome back to SpriteGuard Plays HyperRogue. We are on a very long adventure, and I don't actually remember what we were doing at this point. We have a lot of options. We had been trying to get the Orb of Yendor, but that was not working out because of I don't have enough treasures from Hell, and we don't really have a good way of getting them because the frame rate drops too much. And I have not gotten around to, trying to get those Demon Daisies off camera. I suppose we could just turn down the graphics right now. Let's see. And it looks like this is the wrong... Let's see, is it the basic config? I'm not sure. Let's see. Maybe it's the display modes. Here we go, wall display mode, Escher 3D. And, so let's try plain. I think that's going to be the most reasonable. So now let us look for Hell. And of course, okay, so here's one right here. And of course, because we're in the Crossroads Type 4, everything's getting a little bit nuts, but we're just going to try and get the 25 treasures as simply and cleanly as we can. Not going to worry about combat too much. This is an area where you can kind of skate around everything. And you only need to kill stuff every once in a while. So it should not be too difficult for us to get those 25 treasures. I want to make sure that I have an eye on them. Because I don't immediately see where they are. Lava Lily, Demon Daisy, there we go. 15 of them so far. We need 25 in order to make this trick work. And then we're going to try it. And that shouldn't actually take too long. I can do it in 10 minutes if the stars align. And 20 minutes if they don't. So let's give it a shot. And let's see, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. I would like to get to this crossroads because it is quite possible to get lost. And I may have actually lost it. Oh, nope, I see it. There it is. Yeah, so right back into a crossroads. Now we are looking for a hive. And we want to find it as quickly as we can, but we don't have the graphical cue that we usually have. So let's see, Land of Eternal Motion, Land of Storms. So I'm going to have to kind of remember what color it is and hope that I am able to spot it. Eternal Motion, Terracotta, Living Fjord. Dry Forest. Land of Storms. You know, it might be actually good to, let's see, Trollheim, to turn Escher back on now that we have gone through Hell. So let's do that. So it is under Display Modes, Wall Display Mode, Escher 3D. There we go. So now it should be really easy to spot the hive. Oh, I have wandered into another Hall of Mirrors. That was a mistake. We've got some stuff chasing us now. Now the hive, I believe, should be spawning because we have plenty of kills. I believe the hive spawns under the same conditions as the graveyard. And here's one right here. So we're going to go along the edge of it. And we're going to look for Relia. There's one right there. This lizard could actually spell big trouble for us. But there's a tentacle. Let's see if we can get back to that hive. Unfortunately, I lost track of where it was. And so we might need to go for another one. But we have a pet tentacle now. And so, you know, we can find a hive. And just pick this up right where we left off. And if we lose track of this tentacle, that's why I'm going alongside this Relia, so that we can get another one without too much trouble. And it looks like we did lose that one, so here's another one for us. And this is not going as quickly as I would like. I do need to watch the time because I have an event coming up. And so we do want to do this kind of quickly without taking such absurd risks that we end up losing the run. So spotting those hives is really the first thing. I'm really disappointed that I lost track of that one because, you know, that can easily be the only one we see for quite some time. And that's something that actually is a big deciding factor in... Oh dear. Okay, we might have lost that tentacle. It's a big deciding factor in the speed run. Okay, this is not the greatest situation to be in. These reptiles become really annoying when they get into the crossroads, so I'm going to do that. And I am going to just look for a new hive, because that was getting a little too frustrating, and we have to, really pace ourselves, really think about how am I going to make this the most enjoyable. And if I have to cut this short because we're running out of time, then I will do that. But I would rather not. And so I'm going to speed things up a little bit here. Though we don't want to miss anything either. We don't want to miss that hive that we're looking for. And yeah, it's good to go alongside Relia when you're looking for the hive. Because it makes it so that you know you're going to have both of the things that you need right there when you need them. Assuming you are paying enough attention. And now we're getting chased by two of them, which is not all that useful. One of them should start to leave the other behind, because only one of them can take the straightest line path. And so, if you have two tentacles after you, it's not long before you only have one. And yeah, I'm not seeing the Hive. When I do the speed run, one of the things that I do is I really limit how many lands. I try to really limit how many lands can spawn by not meeting objectives to unlock lands. But yeah, it can sometimes come down to, does one spawn, and then do I see it when it spawns? And that's part of the game that I kind of have a split thought on it, because sometimes it can be kind of a really distinctive and enjoyable part of the game, of just kind of hunting for the thing that you need. And other times it can be very frustrating because you're trying to do one thing and you end up getting stuck doing something else. And boy, are we getting a lot of stuff on our back, and I am actually running out of time because I do have an event to get to, and so I'm going to just look for an Orb of Safety at this point. Orb of Slaying is very handy, especially with these lizards after us. We're going to drop into that. Sorry that this was kind of not as thrilling of an episode as I usually like to put together, but I got a big thing tonight, got a lot to do today, and I am looking forward to getting that Yender quest done. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.